Mom! You're not gonna believe this, but Mr. Dixon signed another assignment. A short film project for the final exam. Mom? Are you even here? Guess she's not home. Well, sure as hell I'm not working on that filmmaking project.
And on today's edition.
So, you have an interest in filmmaking? Well then, have I got a treat for you. Here are 5 ding tips to becoming a filmmaking master and to successfully complete your graduation requirements. We're going to kick off my 5-step plan with tip number 1. Ding! Remember that your audience won't be nearly as interested in your film as you are. It is up to you, the filmmaker, to capture their interest. Regardless of what your conscience may be telling you, your special effects won't dazzle anyone. And since you don't have the capability to create something your audience won't have seen already, don't attempt to. That is, unless your special effects further your film's storyline. Storyline is everything. The sun, moon, meaning of life, and ticket to engaging your audience. A good movie is not one with stellar special effects, but instead a film with a good storyline. Tip ding number 2. Use your resources and build your story around them. In other words, unless you have a team of 100 professionals satisfying your every whim, don't attempt a CGI animated X-Men sequel number 4. Sequels are fine, but only if they're spoofs. Build your story around what you have readily available, and you'll be good to go. Tip number 3. Ding! Unless you have a damn good reason to move it, keep your camera still. A moving camera pulls the focus of your audience off of your storyline. And unless the camera is being used specifically as a tool to progress the plot of your film, it should remain stationary. Oh, and you've been supplied with a tripod for a reason. Use it. Tip ding number 4. Most assuredly, at some point in your filmmaking career, your class instructor has mentioned mise-en-scene. Mise-en-scene is French for staging, and defined by Mr. Dixon as the composition and arrangement of a shot. It includes the connotations of a shot not necessarily visible to the eye. But, in layman's terms, mise-en-scene simply means you should use mini-blinds as the background for a majority of your shots. What, you ask? Mini-blinds, I say. Mini-blinds can evoke a feeling of paranoia, disturbia, claustrophobia, despair, mystery, security, danger, sexuality, aggression, oppression, vagueness, and insight. Oh, and including a few creepy birds in your film like Alfred Hitchcock wouldn't hurt either. Viva la mise-en-scene! Tip number 5. Ding! Close-ups, close-ups, close-ups! Close-ups, close-ups, and more close-ups. In filmmaking, if you want to make something impressive, film it close-up. In the beginning, film was said to perpetuate the image of movement, and among the first films ever made was a close-up of running water, a close-up of a man falling off a horse, and a close-up of a boy grabbing a fish from a bowl. So be sure to balance full shots with close-ups, and remember, always give your audience something to look at. And so concludes our 5-step plan to becoming a successful filmmaking student. Tune in next week to see baby infants mauled by a grizzly bear.
On second thought, filmmaking sounds kind of fun.